Would you be kind enough to keep me sharp? The knife it dulls, I look the part. We're dancing slow, you've got to know, you didn't come to be alone. Count the wins, I'll count again. I'm counting passes with chagrin. The notions kept for mending hearts. Fix my bones that fell apart. The tendons stretch and hurt again, but after all, we're just friends. Stockings keep the arches soft. It would help if I put my glasses on. Stockings keep the arches soft. Callous toes, cotton holes. The ankle bends in plantar flexion, and your diction makes me sweat. The music stops, the doors draw masses, and we'll pretend like we just met. Sometimes I forget the smell of trees. It's a curiosity to lose 2 decades of rural olfactory and then go upstate. To one expansion, reacquaint with the nuances of lilac and honeysuckle. I'd imagine it's similar to what it must feel like to have your lungs fill with water and in a projectile exhale empty, purging with and heave with heavy thoughts on the inward swing. The smell of pine, thick in the balm of July, hits me strong, and I think, how could I forget what I knew for so long? Don't wake the sleepwalker. Guide him to the bed, and even then, you'll turn the key. Mute air dead, the lock will click. Silence shreds, shrieks and yells, it's just me, can't you tell? And years will pass, forget the names. The cells you had, the games and things, the home is gone, the song not sung, until it was. When whispered, the breakfast talker, that idea, it's stuck. Don't wake the sleepwalker. In the half-life of a shooting star, I am the summer petrichor, whose allure is hanging in the breeze. The stars are shooting, I assure, to the pursied August seas. The artificial light, hazy bright horizon fade. We are zephyrs who stay ashore where the cops forbade. You are a fleeting meteor, whose shirt tails I will grasp. Pull over top my morning head, hook an eye and seek to clasp. In the bloodiest month, I have not thought in forever, as I have seen forever end. Beige jumpsuit Friday night seems to go on, and then I am 2 days older, a missing pieces specimen. But thank you, nurse. But please, you ask me if I am pained. It's bloodier, don't you see? How can a leper apprehend? That's like the fun part of things. And then, so that's like, I'm going to put this on. Part 1. It was a year later when I found out my dad had asked the neighbor to shoot the cat. I can almost see it. A hot July day, the click of a loaded chamber, the kick. The tomato, basil, and marijuana plants leaning towards the sun, a fleet to witness a little death. Part 2. I tried to watch television the other night. I used to love the gore of campy horrors, the crude violence in fantasy. I liked finding critique in the production quality and the humor in its faults. Something changed after Clive died. I blacked away the narrative and kept colored in the fleshy shades of death, manic sobs, and horribly visceral sounds of a strangled breath, as if a little death had him by the neck. Part 3, the third death. I left me out back last night, hand in the air, hailing a cab to which Chase closed the door without getting in. New York, sunrise, and I cried in my kitchen, light streaming through the open bedroom door, right hand pressed on wooden floorboards, clutched my eyelids like fists, my hand shaking too often to defend my heart. And so the day began. Thank you.